y'all. We are here. We've been talking about doing
drunken stuff.
A Kittie Retrospective for... I'm missing a Kittie album.
You're missing a Kittie.
Which one's you missing?
Here it is.
The last one?
Yeah.
The last one, dude.
We've been talking about doing a Kittie album.
5 years.
Retro for years. Yeah, I bought all of these back in 2017.
That's when you wanted to do it, actually.
Yeah.
That's when you first brought it up.
And we never got around to it, but we're finally fucking doing it tonight. The Kittie Retrospective.
That's just a sticker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why it's not on mine.
Spit came out way before it actually became mandatory for them to play explicit content.
Man.
Was it?
Yeah, it's
No,
crazy.
I mean,
that model came out in the early
came out
80s.
in like 99, man.
98.
2000.
They weren't explicitly wanting it though.
That says 2000?
Mm-hmm.
That album came out in 99.
This is the re-release.
There was?
Because there's a different album cover.
Oh, is that the one
Yeah,
I
there's
have?
two album covers for Spit.
Album covers?
You got
He's album covers, let me tell you.
So we're doing
tell you.
I tried
Italian.
album covers.
The album covers.
me,
Oh,
Mario.
it's a little booty with a face on it.
Yep, that's what
That's
is.
an ugly butt. I don't want to see that when I look at my woman's butt.
Imagine.
Little pink Christina Aguilera monsters.
So I went through my Kittie albums. Guess what? I only have Oracle. It's the only one I liked really hard when I was younger.
wow.
Well, I bought that shit when I was 19.
Well, it's understandable. Spit came out, they were on the top, then just disappeared.
It really did.
Yeah,
they were poised to take over the metal world, and
they were underground a lot. But it got better.
That's a bunch of teenage girls. One in every fucking guy
Right,
was in
but
love
the
with
thing is
them.
that
It was creepy.
every album is this feels like this is the one band that literally shows progression from them as teens, as players, as
It's for me right
musicians,
there.
to the last album. Like that last album, it's very Lamb of God fucking heavy. I know that. Yeah, I Failed You actually sounds like a Lamb of God album with a female singer, I think, because a lot of the guitar riffs had a real good speed metal. I mean, it was fucking.
Because at the time, the only thing against them was Slipknot.
But every
That's
album you
completely
get from,
different
even though
styles
most of them, they're always consistently different from the last, and they're never the same. They're trying to progress more, and I think that's one thing I loved about all the.
But wasn't it also because the band keep changing? So
They mostly went
one of them
through.
died.
They mostly went
Well,
through
yeah,
guitarists. But we'll get into all that. First, I asked all you guys on.
Nobody listens to Kittie.
I asked all you guys in the speaker brains.
all those goth guys were in love with them, had crushes on them.
I asked all you guys.
Most of them are ugly.
Oh shit, no. I guess me and Travis were really like the goth girl. We were so goth back then.
I'm so goth. I'm still
We pissed bats and farts.
I'm still a goth.
We like to dress like that.
Right,
We just.
Yeah, they were not that.
So anyway, I asked you guys on the Facebook Speaker Brains group.
That's what it looked like.
I said tonight we're filming the Offspring review. We're filming the Rob Zombie review and Green Jello and the Kittie Retrospective. And this is what some of you guys said. Our good friend Abraham Ram says the Offspring are...
Ram.
Yeah, Ram.
Ram.
Abe Ram says the Offspring are a fairly consistent band, and they seem to get love from just about everyone, including hip-hop fans and metalheads. Our good friend John Short also says the Offspring have made some fun tracks and a few great albums, but they've never exactly been my thing outside of Smash and Americana. I'm talking here, man, for these people. I'm reading these people's shit, yo. This is for them.
It is.
John Short says Rob Zombie is cool, Green Jello is rad, and Kittie I have never listened to.
You're missing out.
And another guy, Orlando Ramirez says Kittie, Ermagerd, yes, what time and where's? And I said we're filming tonight. And then he says, Kittie are so heavy metal, leave a lot of girl bands sounding like swallowers. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but that's what you guys said. And like I said, I'll read your stuff on the show, and you delivered, and I gave. So if you want to join the fun, join the Speaker Brains Facebook group. The only rule is don't be a dick. And we just post memes. We post our music. We post our show on
music
there.
News, music videos.
Just music, memes, videos, articles, just a bunch of random music things. But the thing is, the only rule is don't be a dick. That basically means don't report anybody's shit.
Bitch.
Yeah, don't fucking argue. But yeah, so join the Speaker Brains group on Facebook to join in on the fun. And now on with the retrospective. I like to ask this during the retrospectives. I like to go around the group here and ask when and how did everybody first hear this band. So I'm start over there with David. When did you first hear of Kittie, David?
High school. What, 2003, 2002, somewhere around there. I didn't even know about them really. I didn't hear Spit until after I heard Oracle.
Damn.
Oh wow.
So yeah, like Oracle.
Wow.
I heard of them, but I just never heard them.
So you swallowed.
Sure.
I really didn't spit.
No, but yeah. So I got into Oracle really, and I think like that. I mean, that Oracle is pretty much to me like my favorite album by them.
We're juvenile.
You're all kids. You're all kids. We make dick jokes. You like dick jokes on YouTube?
No. As
Like
much
the
as much as you guys think I was laughing at that, I was laughing because I typed Kitty Sput. I was trying to look up spit and I typed sput and it's not as funny.
But yeah,
I'm drunk.
But yeah, so I went
pretty
back to
fucking
Spit
wasted.
after I heard Oracle.
Sex, drugs, and rock
And
and
I
roll.
loved
The
it.
sex part. That's all I ever
I
missed.
loved it, and then I kind of fell out. Like I heard 2004 until what is that? Until This End or something?
Until the end.
Until the End, yeah. So I heard that, so I bought that,
Let's see
and
here.
I don't know what happened to it. I could have sworn I bought it, but I've heard it, and I was like,
Got
okay, that kind of like they changed up their style a little bit after Oracle. Oracle was the heaviest, I think. Like when it comes to like heavy, like dark, deep,
Yeah.
like that one's the heaviest. Like that is like Slipknot's Iowa to me. Is what Oracle is.
This
Like
is a
for Kittie.
shitty looking album.
Wow.
I don't like the way it looks. It's just very bare bones, nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's basic.
Yeah, very, very.
But like, so Until the End came out, and I was like, okay, this is pretty good. They're changing it up a little bit, and they softened down a little bit. And yeah, I think 2003 was when I first heard it. And I wouldn't say I was in love with it. Like I kind of fell out of Kittie for a little while. I heard most of Funeral for Yesterday, and that was like, what happened?
Oh, we gotta stand here
Metal
and look
Kitty.
cool.
Yeah, I was like, what happened to Metal Kitty with that one? I was like, ugh. And then they came out with In the Black, right? Was that after Funeral for Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit, this shit got fast. Like, it's very technical, and it surprised me. I was like, okay. And then I heard the last album, and I was
broken.
like, oh man, no.
Yeah, it's got a little fucked up.
No, not
But
really
yeah,
fucked up.
I Failed You, or We Failed You?
I failed you.
Yeah, I Failed You. Like, that one was like, alright, Kitty. Like, it has a good, heavy Lamb of God feel to it. And why'd you do that?
I didn't break it.
Just fucking...
Are you tearing up my shit,
No,
motherfucker?
dude. It's cracked. You see right
I need
there?
to get some new double slimline cases to replace a good handful.
I know, these things are so hard to get by. You just hold on to the ones you got because you can't replace them.
But yeah, so that's where I'm at for the Kitty. But I guess how do you want me to talk by album or?
Well, I mean, just how you first heard them, and that's
Yeah, I mean that's basically
you
what
just
first
did.
heard it on the what was I listening to? Oh, it was like LimeWire or some shit. I was like, I found it and just downloaded that shit.
Fucking
Virus.
LimeWire, y'all.
Virus wire.
Fucking LimeWire. So I downloaded all that albums or whatever, and then borrowed, but never gave back. And like Oracle was the first one. I mean, it was fucking heavy. Like I said, to me, it matched up at the same time frame as what Iowa does for me for Slipknot. Like it's fucking heavy, it's dark, and then Run Like Me, they do that as the
Run
isn't that a
Like
Pink
Hell.
Floyd cover.
Run like hell,
Run
yeah.
Like
Run Like
Hell.
Hell, yeah, that's a Pink Floyd. That's fucking like, dude, like that's one of my favorite songs.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, I love that song. Like how they do it is perfect. I thought I was like, man, this is for like a metal cover for that time frame too. Like you didn't see bands doing covers of like
Pink
rock,
Floyd, like
of Pink
prog,
Floyd,
70s prog
and they
shit.
came out with a fucking banger. I was
They
just
like,
fuck yeah,
they like
See,
degented it up.
this,
right? It was great.
this is like the packaging I would expect. This is just dumb. But
That one.
Why?
That
Why
looks like
they
it's
got
a,
the-
they do
after
that
the
MS
first
Paint.
Oh, they have
after the first
worst
one,
fucking
that one
they
right
have
there
the
looks
black.
MS Paint, man. It looks
It's cheap. It's cheap, and these covers look stupid.
album's so fucking good. Though.
But this is
Boy,
a good fucking
Sugar.
album. God
my
damn it,
God.
this is a good fucking album.
That album fucking.
I listened to this far, half of this album though, half of this.
Yeah,
I didn't really have enough time this week to get through everything, but I got through more than you guys would have expected.
Well, yeah, I felt
You probably would have expected me to just be like, I'm coming into this blind. No, I actually tried. I fucking tried. But then there was also Green Jello.
There's so much
and
shit, man.
Offspring.
So much shit we're
I
trying to
snuck
cram
My
in.
I
God.
started early, so I started Monday. It took me 3
Yeah, I
days. to
started
listen to all
early.
Kittie.
But then Offspring came out yesterday, so I couldn't
I waited
finish
for that.
my Kitty. And I also had to listen to the Green Jello. And I couldn't figure out how to put it on my fucking iPods. Because I don't know this. I'm stupid.
Nobody has a disc player anymore.
I'm stupid. Anyway, so I listened to it on the computer last night, and that took away from the Kitty time and getting more fresh on the Rob Zombie tonight. I could have talked about Rob Zombie more than I did.
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie. I could have talked more about Rob Zombie tonight than I have if I listened to it, but I had to catch up and
There's
listen
a lot
to
of shit we were trying to do today.
I know, but from what I've heard of this, I like these. The first three. The first
those
one,
are-
Spit, is going to be a very nostalgic fucking feel
Right,
for
I
me.
wouldn't say it's like the best
Yeah,
album they've ever
It's
made.
not, but
it's,
Oracle,
it's fucking
holy shit,
amazing.
that's a good one.
Right.
But this one,
No. I mean, that one was
I feel
down.
like you take songs from the second one and this, you got a perfect fucking album. But here's where I fall off. I hate this.
Well, yeah, Funeral for Yesterday is very soft.
I
It's pop rock.
fucking hated this. This felt like an apology.
It was so
Like,
good.
it felt like, hey, we're sorry
For Funeral
for
for Yesterday.
that album because
Zach, what did you say, dude? I know I'm drunk and high. Did you say apology?
said apology.
Okay, I must be hearing shit. I swear you
Yeah,
said
dude.
apology.
You hear me speaking slower than I am.
Yeah.
So anyway, because you're probably drunker than I am.
I could
But
swear.
yeah, this was not Kitty.
But well, let's get into all that when we talk about the individual
Oh,
albums. What I want to know
This
right
is just
now.
my opinion.
How'd
Yeah.
you get into it?
Yeah, how did you first hear
I heard it on MTV on with Spit, or it was a Spit album. It was the Brackish. See, I heard them exactly like you.
Me
did.
and Zach
See,
are the same.
like my thing is like you can't ask me that because you're gonna talk about it anyway.
Yeah, you and I,
'Cause-
we'll talk together. It was 2000, early 2000.
99,
It was early 2000,
99.
late 99.
99.
Brackish on MTV, man.
Yep.
Goddamn. Man. Me and Zach were like blown. We were blown away, man.
The energy. I love that. I love that.
Junior high school 2000.
Paper Doll was
January.
huge on that though. Like everyone,
was-
every time. No,
The album
That's
came out.
14.
Yeah,
I was
so
12 or
if it was
13
ni-
when this
if it was
came out.
99, I was 13.
I turned it back.
Yeah.
I heard Paper Doll for the first
It released
time.
January.
Paper Doll!
And that was the first song I heard by Kittie. But I didn't get them because they was very dun 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 dun.
But it's like,
That's like very
Dun, dun,
Doorsy.
dun.
here's you
I
go.
was just like-
Here you go. Great.
Paper Doll. It was like a bad Alanis Morissette song.
Because you come out with this and then you
down
gotta
her
apologize.
face.
I don't know what this sounds like. Because I can't say.
It's basically a continuation.
Well,
I want to know what
here's
y'all's
the thing.
opinion
This one
is.
goes before this one.
Are you sure?
Okay, well,
Yes.
there you go.
Look at the
There-
dates on the
I'm
back.
Well, I took them from your stack. So that's where they went.
You mixed them up.
I did not. Because
2011. When did this one come
Spit
out?
came out January 2000.
2009 for In the Black, bro.
Oh wow.
Spit was
Well,
recorded
these two sound so
in
much alike though to
1999.
me. Like
Yeah,
they
it
have
has
a lot.
singles
Like
out.
these two, basically, if you didn't hear
But
this,
Spit
you heard
was
it on
released
here.
January
'Cause it's basically
2000. I
similar.
remember because I was a junior in high school. I
so
skipped
where do they
school
go?
to buy the album.
Where do they go?
Just the
I listen.
episode.
I've heard Listen to Kitty since day
So
one.
this is the last one
They
to come
came
out?
Yeah.
Yeah. it's like-
Okay, so
They
that
were.
one, that one is an apology for that one.
Yeah, both of those get good. Like I said, it's
I don't know.
consistently
I guess
I don't know
guys-
how
I-
this one sounds
you
because I
have it.
didn't hear it.
right. It's consistently better. Like each
The
one.
Paper
gets better.
Doll EP.
I
is
don't
so-
have the Paper Doll
it's-
EP.
The remix version is so good. I'll play it for you.
I've
later.
only got their studio albums. But go ahead and give me your when
Where's
you
that?
first heard them.
January 2000.
Because they were talking the whole time.
It was
Sorry.
January 2000. 'Cause I was a junior in high school. I skipped school when the album released. I went and got it. Shit. 'Cause I was Russell County. We had to drive all the fucking way to Columbus to get the damn album.
All
It's
the
a
way to
long
Walmart.
It's way. It's good.
Wow.
It was.
40 minutes.
All the way
I
to
lived-
Walmart.
We're going to Walmart. Hope they carry
That was the day
the
they
one
actually
that
sold.
has
Yeah,
the
they sold
cussing
that
in
CD,
it.
didn't they?
Gonna go to the Walmart.
It was the edited version.
Walmart's.
It was on that.
You gotta go to Walmart's.
Because the album didn't come with a parental advisory sticker yet, so it's why they didn't. It never edited because it wasn't explicit.
Okay.
Yeah. I've
think
listened to
I'm
it
a
since day one. But
whore?
Zach said 99. Well, the album was recorded in 99, and they actually had released scenes.
'Cause it came out in Canada first. You know?
They came out, but like in here in the United States, it was January 2000. Because I remember that fucking. That's why I skipped school.
Right.
It was like, oh, seniors supposed to get fuck seniors. I'm a junior. I'm skipping.
I think they came out at the perfect time too, though, because that was right when Slipknot was getting really big too.
It
and
wasn't
they kind of blended
right
with
when
that.
new metal was really taking
Right, so they
off.
came in at the best time. Like you said, though, they fell off. It was
They
like,
were.
what
They
the
were. Everyone. All were. I think it was the Rock and Roll magazine, Rolling Stones. They were poised to take over the new metal world, but for some reason after the Spit, it just disappeared.
No,
Probably because these
Oracle's
girls
pretty
were
popular.
These girls were fucking because they play at fucking the shows, but
Yeah, I mean,
they were
in-
teenagers still. They were fucking like 16,
Were they
17
on the Ozfest like back in 2001 or 2000 or something? Like that?
I swear I remember them opening.
They would have.
for
I guarantee you they were
they
on
opened for
Ozfest or
Slipknot.
something.
Yeah.
Because I swore I remember them opening for Slipknot something. They were poised because they were a novelty at the time because they were females who can scream and do the
Well, that's
fucking
not. No, I mean, Jack Off Jill did it way before they did,
but they made it more.
and they were all
I
females.
don't know. Jack Jill didn't really scream all that.
That's
And it
their
wasn't
second
really
album, the one with
they weren't so
when I
metal
was
as,
Queen and shit. That
they
shit
were-
was real
If
strange.
you compare metals to
I got a
Kittie
pee,
and
guys.
Jack Off Jill, it's different.
Zach's got to pee.
Go pee, it's fine.
So we're gonna smoke.
So we're gonna take a smoke
Sorry, I
break.
didn't mean to step on
We're
your
gonna take a
shoes.
smoke break, and then
See,
we're
I'm
gonna
over
get
the
into.
band.
Yeah, so are we. We're gonna get into the album reviews right after the cigarette break. Zach's got to pee, and we'll be back. We are back, and now it is time for the album by album portion of the retrospective. Kittie's very first album, Spit.
I love it.
Love it. Love this album. It is, I mean, you can say it's new metal, the album, but man, it is all the good stuff about new metal. All
It is.
For that that
in
time
this
frame of new
part.
metal.
Yeah, like the 99 to 2000 when new metal, like this, when it came out, that's when Static X dropped hardcore, System of a Down dropped hardcore, Korn was already on top of the world. This is when like all the good metal shit, good new metal shit was like everywhere before it became such a bro kind of thing. Before like the mainstream ran it in the ground like it did. This is a fantastic album all the way through. And I love Spit, Charlotte. What I love about this album is there's really good melodic bits, like in Charlotte, like fucking at the end of Charlotte, when it gets real happy kind of sounding, but the metal is still low and deep and chuggy, yeah. But yeah, do you think I'm a whore, suck, and brackish, man? The first song Zach and I ever heard when we were fucking young.
Brackish.
God, that shit is so bad. Ass, Johnny, trippin', Raven, get off. You can eat a dick. I fucking love it. Choke. Paper Doll, I fucking love because it's almost like a Doors kind of song. It's very boom, doom, 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 doom.
Okay, I get it.
Doom, doom. See all the blood run down her face. Oh, don't take notice. Now, I love Morgan Lander's voice, but her screams on here, I love the screams because they're all teenagers on here, and what I love is that
Behind the scenes pictures.
they are definitely the screams of a teenager. Like it is a very youthful scream on this album. Like you can tell that like her voice is not fully developed yet, and it is cool. It sounds like a mad teenager in her room.
He doesn't want to show Josh.
Oh,
What? I want to show Josh. Because the picture I took was trying to be both of you, but Travis was moving the CD back and forth.
Oh, but man, every minute of this album I fucking love.
And then the,
Um,
well, we gotta do like that if we're trying to. Josh, come in.
what?
Come in it. You
I'm
gotta stand
trying.
over me.
Selfie time.
Oh Lord,
You gotta stand over Travis.
Oh God, yep. Make love.
Make love, bruh.
Take fucking selfies on the camera with the camera
There it
running.
is.
And it's bright as fuck.
There we go. We got all four of us.
my eyes are barely fucking open.
Yeah, it's for Smokey.
So,
He understands the glaze in our eyes.
this album, straight 10 out of 10 for me. What do you guys think about Spit from Kittie?
I think it's I wouldn't say a 10 because like this band itself is not something I want to put on all the time. This is a band I listen to when I get the kick.
It's a very nostalgic album.
Yeah, it's a
for me.
very nostalgic band,
Right, it brings
but
back
not like
It
high
brings me
school.
back to playing the demo for Twisted Metal 4, watching Stir of Echoes.
When did you get this album?
Well, the songs, you know,
Oh,
the
the
singles.
song,
We would
the
record
singles.
them on the
Yeah,
the
we'd
pink
record them on the
Barbie
tape.
doll tape
Yeah, the little
player.
pink Barbie doll tape player that you used to fart in. This motherfucker used to make fart tapes. Literally. He would fill a tape up with him being like, there she blows.
That'd
See?
be awful.
And then he'd talk like, he'd do like
I am
a
the oldest
Scream
one in the
parody.
group.
He had a trilogy of Scream parodies where he does all the characters. He's talking, and he just has this whole story going on. And then he did fucking Scooby Doo, not Scooby Doo. He did Yogi Bear. He started doing, hey boo, give me some of that shit. And then Dad walked in. Dad walked in and told us to go to bed because we were being too loud.
They're like,
Dude,
hey,
you know how many times we sat and
boo-boo.
watched the
some of that shit. I don't know, Yogi. I don't know if I have any of that shit.
Travis, you remember how we
Hey,
used to
boo-boo.
watch the we'd watch
You got any weed, boo-boo?
watch
me
the
some of that
TV Guide
shit.
channel?
TV
Remember the
guy.
TV Guide channel? We used to sit and watch, and we'd fucking take everything we saw on the screen, turn it into lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
I said, I'm the oldest of the group. I was a
that
junior in high school when this came out, so it was very important for me because I was an angsty teen.
It's blue.
You guys are still a little children.
Me and
We are
Zach
still-
were like
we are still
13
children,
and
yeah.
12 years old, man, when
I
this
was like
shit dropped.
16 years
gone.
old when this came out. I was
We didn't
moody
know what
teen.
angst was yet.
I was angsty, moody teen goth kid.
I had a
So this is
shorty
perfect.
skateboard when I was
That's why this
13.
album's a 10 for me because also I had a crush on because like
fucking
I have a thing for redheads and goth chicks. That's why I married a redheaded goth chick.
Sam, I got it.
We are wasted. What about you, David? What do you think about spit?
I like it. You're right. It's nostalgic, but it's like one of those things that will always bring you back to when you were in your youth. You know, for us,
Yeah,
it's, you know,
definitely, yes.
Young and
like
full
to
of
me,
cum.
I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10 by the.
I wasn't too
actual-
full of cum because I had been jacking off before that.
Jesus
But yeah, I
Christ.
wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10, but I
It's like, oh, Kitty,
like how much of a garage sound that they
I
have.
hope you don't spit.
Right, like you could tell they're not like the best players.
Dong, dong, spit.
Banana
so-
terracotta, banana terracotta, terracotta fly.
But you could tell, like, I like how their garage sound. Like, you can tell they weren't like the most precise players. They're still learning their instruments or their, you know, how
Yeah.
they do vocals.
Because especially
And I like
these
how
pictures being
that
taken
feels,
right
though,
here,
like,
they look
it's
like
so
they don't know
raw.
what they're doing.
Right, and I was like, it's fucking like they did this in their garage. They came out and they're at a fucking bar or something like that, and just fucking banging for the first
Yeah.
time, and it's like, it's
They
fucking
had
like,
some
that's what it
good
gives
shit.
you though. It gives you that feeling. So as
This
as
is something you can't
nostalgia
get rid of,
feeling,
though.
yeah, I would
Even
say
though
it's
you
a
had
10.
a split,
Gotta keep that sticker.
you gotta keep the sticker. I know
But
the
like,
collector mentality.
It's just like, I mean, it's a
Stupid.
good album, and it was a good first album too.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love every minute of that.
It is. I love it. That's probably my favorite. I'm gonna say it right now.
They
Already,
disappeared
because
for a
I heard,
while. Most people
as
forgot
much
who
as
they
I
were.
heard, that's the one I like the best.
I am always in between that one and Oracle as my favorites.
I love Oracle. Like that shit was heavy, dark, doomy.
I
Like,
do
just-
feel that, but I kind of feel like the third
Zach
one
probably
is
listened
better.
to my version.
I think
Do
the,
you think
the
I'm
third
a-
one,
Whore.
like
I told Travis,
yeah.
I was like, Karen stole my spit version. That's just the version Zach listened to.
Like Oracle was
Sell a
like
bunch of my
just
CDs,
like it was a
heard
next
Amber.
step.
I heard-
I think
I
they got
heard
more
that.
precise.
I know, because
When me and Travis were
Oh
younger.
yeah, I know. I played it when we had that pancake party. I was playing Kitty.
But yeah, I remember Karen having it.
I'm gonna kill this last Voodoo Ranger Atomic Pumpkin I bought last October.
Gross.
It is nasty.
With a little rum in there, man.
Ugh,
Rum doesn't
man.
fix everything.
But it gets you fucked up and then you don't
doesn't
care no
even
more.
Fix your stomach.
So I liked how like Oracle. I guess we'll move. Like I don't know which Josh.
Yeah,
opinion on
all right.
Spit.
Yeah, what? Did you talk about spit?
No.
Yes, I did. I'm the one who actually listed it from
Yeah.
day one when it was released in
Well, you talked
January
to it then,
2000.
but like, so yeah, I mean,
I said it was 10 out of 10, remember?
right.
Love,
did.
love the
You did.
album, love the girls.
Hey,
Spanked
we
a
ain't
couple
even done
times.
this yet.
It's amazing.
Talk about these Lady Gaga's, Ligorios.
Oreos.
Lady Gorios.
But yeah, so
Oh,
Oracle though, I loved Oracle, like how dark it was.
So
like,
let's
that-
move on. Let's move on. We'll go ahead. I like to structure these. I like to keep these structured as much as possible. 2001,
Right.
Oracle, Kittie's second album.
YUI.
Amazing.
YouTube and Under Influence.
So, go on with
That's
Oracle.
that is by far my favorite. Like I just like how dark
I fucking feel you.
all the way through from start to finish. It's just this deep, grungy, like doomy style metal, and it doesn't get boring. I mean that entire like I said, it's the to me it's the Slipknot's Iowa album for Kittie though. It has that same rawness and heaviness, and it was heavier than the last album by a lot, I think. And
yeah.
it was there. I like
To me,
the
it's
one-
still probably their heaviest.
right.
album.
Yeah, it's their heaviest, but to me, it's like the one thing. Like I said,
Crunchiest.
one thing about Kittie though is like every album is not like the last one. It
Yeah.
has similar features.
That's
to
the
the
thing
last
I
one.
love about Kittie.
Right.
Is each album is its own
Each
thing.
album is its own thing. Like they do their own thing on each album, and you may not like that own thing, but somebody did, right? So to me, like I said, that's my favorite album out of the entire discography. Like I love that album to death. That's the only
Definitely.
album I own by them. I thought I had
Definitely.
more, but
Gay.
but
What was that? What did I miss? My face was covered.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
oh,
That's
You're like, oh.
But yeah, like Oracle's fucking fantastic, phenomenal fucking album.
Why is Travis dressed up?
Is that Brian?
Yeah,
No, this is Derek.
Now,
Oh.
Smokey.
Derek
oh,
doesn't know that Travis dresses like this now.
Yeah, Smokey got locked up right before I started.
dressing dapper.
Yeah. I totally feel you on Oracle, man. Oracle is a massive step up in musicianship, in melody, in motherfucking, like, I love Spit, and I am so torn between loving Oracle and Split. Both of them are my favorite because it's like I can go to both of these all the time. Oracle, a thing I love about Oracle is the more mid-tempo heaviness. It's very what now?
You said what I said outside.
I'm green.
Okay, so Smokey's like, why is Travis dressed up? And Zach says, like, he will put a fucking suit on to go to Burger King. Anyway, Oracle, one of my favorite songs on Oracle is In Winter.
Yes.
Man, I don't know what it is about ballady, slow, doomy, low-tune guitar fucking ballads and shit that do me in like In Winter touches me like a Typo Negative song.
Right.
Just that dun 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 dun, and you fell into the, and it's like, god damn, like that song, probably my favorite song on the whole album.
Right. It's really good.
I mean, In Winter, it just touches me in so many different ways. But the whole album, man, the whole fucking album. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Run Like Hell I like a lot, but the original version, the Pink Floyd version, there are things it does that make it what it is.
Right.
And the Kittie version takes ignores a lot of that.
Right, but I think for the time that it came out, though, I was saying it.
Yeah, nobody's fucking
doing
no
metal
one's
covers
covering,
of Pink
yeah,
Floyd or
yeah.
any bands. Like most bands, it was still too early for a lot of like the bands that we listen to be covered. Or if they can cover like some '80s bad fucking Judas Priest song or something.
Like, to me, they do a good ass cover. Oh yeah, but they do a good ass cover of Run Like Hell. It's
Right.
slow, it's doomy. Dun 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 dun.
Wait,
run,
what?
Run. Their cover of Run Like Hell on their second album.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's Pink Floyd's.
Wow,
Run Like
it must
Hell
have
from
been
the
loud
Wall.
as fucking work.
Yeah, Pink Floyd's
Because I
version.
listened to like 5 of their albums at work.
Yeah, Pink Floyd's version is.
I know Pink Floyd's version.
I
know that song, Run Like Hell. That's a great fucking
They
Pink
slowed
Floyd
that shit
song.
down.
Yeah, she slows it down, and it's cool as fuck. And I could complain that it takes a lot of the great melodies away from the original, but they do their own original version of it, and it's awesome as fuck.
Right. They changed it up enough to actually make it
Yeah.
for them. Like it could be a Kittie song if you don't listen to like
And that the double bass.
right.
Sounds like a Korn song. It starts off.
Yeah, dude, they kill it.
I love this shit.
That is the best version of this song ever.
I wouldn't say best version.
I love this version so much.
I love it. I love it, but
Give me a
I
different opinion.
still love the original, man. The original.
I bet.
Let me find the original really quick.
I just love it, like that background. Like it just hangs there.
But see, what's cool is they're doing the main melody of "Run Like
Yeah.
Hell," but in a
So much
minor,
slower.
Right.
in a minor tone.
They
And
are.
her voice on this, her vocals on this are great.
Yeah.
Run.
And that scream. Oh man, I love that.
Right
So
there,
fucking
makes you-
awesome.
Makes that nut bust. Bam! Oh, that's my
Nut
goth
bust.
chick.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
here's the Pink Floyd version. Let me turn that one down.
Don't play Pink Floyd, man. You ain't gonna. You're gonna have to block this video.
Hey, they can suck a wiener,
He's
man.
gonna edit it out anyway.
I won't edit it. I don't edit these videos, man.
No, they're 4 hours long. They're gonna be 4 hours long.
So here's Pink Floyd version.
You see everything with us.
Yeah, sometimes it's bad.
That bass is so fucking good.
Yeah, man.
Just makes me want to play Grand
See,
Theft
you get the
Auto.
wall riffs in there.
It's GTA
Yeah, listen to that. I
4,
love that
baby.
guitar, man. Yeah.
Put a little Vice City right there, baby.
Jesus, there, man. Oh God.
So 80s sounding.
Before the 80s.
I know.
I don't know. I love the Pink Floyd version.
The Wall is such a good
Oh.
one, dude.
But they do a cool
If you ever
version.
get a chance to see a laser light show like they used to do here in Columbus, it's fucking amazing.
They do a cool version, but
Derek's playing with his mic.
oh, is it what was Smokey saying?
That's what he did. How do you do about?
All right, Smokey.
That's
Everybody
why-
give it a
that's
hand.
why
What is that? What is that?
That's
Gross.
my Poppy record.
Oh, well.
Anyway,
Man, we should
Wow.
really get you where you can do this live, so that way you can get like Twitch money and shit.
You got another.
That would be fun.
Just get a picture of like a waifu on the background or some
If
shit.
y'all hear this, I'm sitting there playing on my mic. Got nothing going on. Just spit a little bit something.
I mean, it's gangsta as
Sitting in the
fuck.
house with nothing to do. Sitting in the house with nothing to do. Ain't doing nothing but texting you. You over there drinking and you over there smoking, man. I know he cooking good. Okay.
Jeez.
What the fuck? You just rap to you?
Yeah, he did.
that's Smokey. That's Smokey. So anyway,
weird.
what do you two guys think about Oracle? I love Oracle a lot.
Oracle.
The
was
main,
like,
hold
okay.
on. What I meant to say is
That's a 10 out of 10.
her
album.
screams
Yeah,
are
her screams got way better.
better. They don't sound like a
And
mad
it-
teenager.
Okay, Oracle.
The screams.
That is a 10 out of
This
10 album for me.
This one, from that they get better because to
Every
me,
album they get
it's
better.
like they did what they were trying to do on there, but that tried to be new metal, which they're not.
This really
it had
went
the
its
fucking
own
new
way.
metal sound, like you get those beats and all that shit from it. But this was like, nah, we're a screaming fucking girl band.
We're fucking
Yeah.
Josie and the
What we
Pussycats.
Yeah, dude, this is
Goth.
fucking a goth Josie and the Pussycats. That's what Pussycats. Pussycats.
It's like it's like the Craft if they had a band.
Yeah, it's the Kraft band. If the Kraft didn't turn out to be some
The actual
garbage
goth
this year.
kid has to say this shit.
Hey, though, this is a good follow up to the first album.
It's a great one.
It is. It's almost
It's another
like
10 out of 10.
to me
for
like
Yeah.
the first two is first
Amazing.
three.
See, yeah, three. Them first three
The
are.
first three, and then the fourth is.
I wasn't a fan of it. Like,
Ew.
let's, you know,
We need
What
to
about
be
you,
softer,
Josh?
guys.
What about you, Josh? What do you think about
Me too.
Oracle?
That's nutworthy.
Fuck me.
The ground.
Nah, it's still perfect. It's a great 10 out of 10 album.
I don't give them 10.
Because, like I said,
that's a 10. I mean, there's like,
Oh, Jesus. this
honestly,
guy.
actually, the newer stuff,
Someone's
it's just
missing
like it's like a little. You guys, it's too late. You ain't 16
Look.
But I do love this stuff because they got better. They said the first album very kind of garage metal band sound to them, like amateur. They've gotten better. They got better with the instruments. Sounds
It's
more
like
refined.
everything.
yeah, like
a-
every album is
it's a lot
progressively
more-
like talent, more
they got more
better talent.
refined.
Maybe not better songs, but the talent that they put into these songs, each album, it
It's
gets
so much more refined, each one.
technical, and I think it works like pretty well. And then like they are underrated towards the top though.
They're definitely underrated.
Yeah.
Kittie should have been a lot
But
more
it's
bigger.
also because they fucking
You
disappeared.
know why? Because Evanescence came around and they were the chick
Well,
band.
there's a difference.
They overshadowed every other metal chick band.
Had to sound like Evanescence.
Exactly.
Well, because they wanted the women. It became more popular that the women sounded like women. They weren't like screaming pterodactyl banshee. You know,
But that's
when you
a
talk about death
talent
metal,
in
you
its
just-
own, though. Screaming and doing things like that with your vocals is a talent on its own. That's why bands like The Who are fucking amazing, because they can just. I can't.
But
I can't fucking.
that don't make money. Sex makes money. Sex
Oh,
sells.
Jesus Christ! If there was a woman singing like The Who, and she was sexy as fuck, you would buy all the goddamn albums.
Sex sells.
Or whatever. Exactly.
Sex sells.
It doesn't matter what they sound like.
I mean,
So bands like Evanescence came
honestly,
up. So
I
it
would
came
probably
out.
like that. I mean, she's out there.
Lacuna Coil. See, I love it. Lacuna Coil.
Right? Like, I'd be like, man.
I kind of glad I like it. New man right here can really fucking throat sing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's fucking great.
He's like Arnold.
You're trying.
Benny!
Stop.
Benny Wise! Come on, let me do the Benny Wise.
Inspiration.
I just need to figure out how to keep it.
I need
to figure out how to keep it going and doing it.
So,
Travis, come on, man. Get back on rails, dude. This shit's all
Alright, so let's go back. We all love Oracle. Now we're going to
Oh my God.
Until the
We're only at
End,
the third.
the third album, and then we're gonna smoke a cigarette.
Red Flag and Sugar. So good.
Yeah, Red Flag. Well, one song I
Sugar's
forgot to
like
mention on
awesome.
here is the 10-minute long Pink Lemonade, which is a hardcore doom metal song.
Dude.
Now back to Until the
Third.
End.
The last best one.
The last best
You
one.
didn't even get to the last one.
It doesn't matter. This is the last best one.
Pussy Sugar,
Yeah.
Red Flag, looks so
it's
pretty.
just sugar.
Like her screams are very black metal on this
Right.
album.
And it's a
Dude,
whole change of like the style
that album
change.
is so black and death
Well,
metal.
see, like this one progressed, I think, a different way as well. Like that's another thing. It didn't sound like Oracle. It wasn't deep, like dark. It was.
It's
it
like
was faster.
this to me.
You had higher pitch.
It was faster.
It was a lot faster than those.
Because Oracle
And it was
is
heavy.
way mid-tempo.
And this is 2004, right? When was this coming out?
Maybe.
2004, 2005.
Yes.
Yeah,
4.
2004. So this is just right when like hardcore metal was getting like big.
And there's some like hardcore metal
Right,
bits
style
in there.
stuff, and I was like, and the playing's better. You can tell like they've progressed. Like even Mercedes, the drummer, you can tell how shitty she was on Spit compared to this.
Like
one.
you get hardcore breakdown on a couple of these songs.
The
Like,
transition.
you know?
The
right, and
transition
that's
vocals.
This is Kittie's version of hardcore metal, and I think it works so
With
well.
that really well
It
female
is.
voice. Because thing is, there's the
That's why I
transitions
say this is
between
their last best.
Right, and that album went underrated too. Like unfortunately, like
This, they didn't care what people wanted to hear. They did themselves. This is the last time
and they ended
you
it
can
perfectly.
hear them be themselves.
Yeah, and they ended it
Because after
perfectly.
this, I didn't hear anything that was anything like the first 3.
Yeah.
It was, let's do Evanescence.
No.
So
No.
That is what I heard on
you
the next.
heard- I know Evanescence, like my wife's favorite band, and I've listened to it a billion times. So, Funeral for Yesterday is what you're talking about. I think it did go soft, but
She didn't scream on it.
right, no, not at all.
Twice.
She didn't. She
Thank
sung out
you.
parts of it, but
You counted.
Funeral for Yesterday
trying,
was
and I lost.
think them trying to get up there on the radio. Like I remember hearing one song on the radio from Funeral for Yesterday, and that was them trying to get into the radio, trying to get into a scene, trying to get known. And I think they missed.
Well, yeah.
But it wasn't an awful album. It was just not a metal album, really. It was like I don't say Evanescence.
But we're not on Funeral yet.
Yeah, I know.
We're still talking about.
Until the end.
Yeah, so let's finish our thoughts on Until the End, go smoke a cig, and then we will come back refreshed and ready for Funeral for Yesterday.
Yeah, that album's fucking amazing. Like I said, it's the hardcore album of Kittie.
Yeah, it's like they don't give a shit.
So you had
This is the
you had
hardest
grunge new
fucking
metal.
shit that
Then
I
their next
heard
album was
them
doom
do.
metal. Then their next album is a hardcore metal. Then you have pop metal, pop rock, whatever. And then it goes into like just heavy metal for the last two.
It's a good ass album. It to me is the last favorite, like
Right.
Boom Boom Boom.
Yes.
It's filled with bangers. Her screams are even better. Like I said,
Hand banana.
her screams. Oh, hand banana. Her screams are very, very black metal influenced on here. I mean, there's death metal influence on Oracle easily. Death metal and doom metal all the way. This one, there are some slight black metal and hardcore influences on here, man. But god damn, Loveless and Into the. So you got Into the Darkness on here twice. There's the vocal remix and then the regular. But man, Daughters Down is so fucking rocking, dude. This shit is great. This is a great fucking album. I hate that Kittie are like the, oddly enough, Kittie are the underdogs of the metal scene in the early 2000s, and it's quite a damn shame because they kicked a lot of ass.
Well, it's because they choked at the finish line.
They died. That's what happened.
They
That's
were
what Funeral for
poised-
Yesterday was.
They literally were said
basically.
they were poised to take over the fucking new metal world, and
I think they could say
they just disappeared and they fell off the fucking radar.
Well, I mean, they still were out there though, because I have we heard these albums.
They didn't come out with the ferocity that fucking Spit came out with.
Right, but by the
They
time
literally
came out,
they were.
yeah, but by the time Funeral for Yesterday came out, it was a little too late. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it just came at the wrong time. I think that's what happened. But yeah, so but Until the End, I like the wasn't there a song like the album song too? Couldn't remember.
The title of the album.
Yeah, isn't there a title song?
There might be Until the End song. Yeah, third track 3.
Yeah.
Kicks a lot of
favorite.
ass.
My favorite is still Red Flag and Sugar.
Sugar's amazing.
Pussy Sugar.
I like this
Well,
album.
it's Sugar on this album.
But like
on
I
the
said, it's my last
EP,
favorite.
They call it Pussy Sugar or Napster Underground versions.
So we're done with that album. We got 3 more albums to talk about. We're gonna smoke a cigarette, and I really gotta pee. All right, you guys, we are back.
Wasted.
Oh, I can't have any more. I'm too fucked
Hey.
up. We'll do this at the end of the video. We're gonna
Oh my god.
talk about these Lady Gaga Oreos at the end of the video.
I'm so hungry.
We still got the munchies.
Alright.
God damn it.
Somebody order us some Sonic.
So
Get some food.
the next album in Kittie's discography
I don't know where to put them.
Their worst one.
Don't step on them, baby.
is Funeral for Yesterday. And I remember when this came out because I used to get Spin Magazine. And I remember
Wow,
a
days.
review
This is back
for
in the
this.
day.
Yeah, I remember a
Revolver?
review. Spin Magazine.
Right, but when Revolver, they did shit like that too.
I remember.
It's so sad.
I remember reading a review in
I just
Spin
wanted to
Magazine for this, and they were talking about how mature it was, and I was like, whatever. When I bought it a couple years ago, I was like, damn,
It's a total flip.
this is very soft. It is a very soft album. There's only like 2 tracks that I can think of that are screamy tracks, but I'm not gonna fucking lie, man. I dig the shit out of this. It is definitely, in terms of heaviness and just, what they were doing before, it's definitely the softest album. And you could arguably say the weakest album, but man, I was listening to this one today, and I was like, damn, this is actually really good. But you're right. It's them. Let's try to make some easier stuff for people to get into.
Yeah.
Right, I think it's them trying to reach for the radio.
Yeah, let's reach for the radio. But
That's a
is.
song title, man.
I'm gonna say right now, probably
Reach for the radio.
reach for the radio, man.
Dude, that's
Sticky
a
middle finger.
Oh, next. Puzzle King and Reach for the Radio.
All
right.
Gonna forget them.
But
It's on the video.
it is
Yes.
like a Flower of Flesh and Blood is like the first track to have screaming, and that's track 9.
Yeah, it took a
You
minute.
got to go through 9 or 8 tracks before you get to your screaming track. But I love her singing voice. Morgan Lander's singing voice is really good, and I appreciate an album that does showcase her singing talents. But like y'all said earlier, y'all said her vocal range isn't as powerful or isn't powerful enough for it to all be clean singing.
Yeah.
And I can totally feel that because a lot of the songs do bleed in together. A lot of the songs do start to kind of sound the same on Funeral for Yesterday. But there's, I don't know, there's something about it that I really dig. And I mean, I dig it a lot. Witch Hunt, Last Goodbye, you know, I enjoy this album a lot. And the first time I heard it, though, I remember our buddy Daniel from Kaiser Warren, a buddy of mine, he would hop in my car to smoke cigarettes with me before we'd go to work. And I had this playing the day after I had bought it, or it came in the mail. And me and him were like, damn, dude, this is not the Kittie that we normally listen to, man. And I did not listen to it for a long time. And in fact, these last 3 albums, I hate to say, are the ones I go back to the least.
Well, of course.
And like the first one definitely for nostalgia, the second one definitely for heaviness, the third one definitely for heaviness. But listening to this one today, I was like, man, this is actually probably the most underrated Kittie album. They might be one of the most underrated bands from the 2000s, but this is definitely their most underrated album. Yeah, it's softer. Yeah, there's no screaming, but come on, guess what? You get more screaming on the next 2, and you got more screaming on the 3 before it. So why not have a more
Why
chiller
not have
album?
Slipknot Volume 3?
I mean, I get it.
Like, that's the worst album.
But like, that's why I say the next album is an apology.
It definitely it's
Because they
it's-
felt like maybe they alienated all their fans with that album. So the next one, they start off the first song with
that was
it's
kind of a lot
fucking-
of black metal style stuff
Yeah.
in there. There's a lot of Lamb of God, how they do their band stuff. Like I could kind of tell it's like that American metal kind of music. Like it's in your face, and it's just I liked it. I enjoy it. In the Black and I Failed You is kind of like they're both twins. Like they both kind of match up pretty much one after the other.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't change. What I liked about it is that in the Black, it felt like that was like a good peak of where their talent goes, because it was like a lot more technical than anything before.
Yeah.
Like when it came to like technicality of
Like
playing instruments.
musicianship
Right.
goes up.
Right.
It's
in the Black,
skyrocketed.
It
there's-
does.
This
you
album.
can tell that they've been on it for years. They just keep improving how they play and how they sing. And like I said, her voice on both of these albums were pretty badass. And she brings back her screams hard, like into it. So I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I think. That's what happens. Like she really like just goes into it.
Definitely. So
I enjoyed the albums, but yeah, they are the least I go back to. But they're good metal albums. But they kind of blend to me. Like to me, it's like I can't really give like In This Black better or than I've Failed You, because they kind of just really work together as like one long album.
But we're talking about Funeral.
Yeah, I gave up on that
Oh,
shit.
Jesus.
I honestly, I don't care for it. Like, I get bored with it real quick. I hear those 2 songs I really enjoyed, and 1 or 2 softer ones, but I just really got bored with that album. I could not listen to it.
Totally feel you.
So,
Yeah.
When you're like doing a Kittie marathon, it's a great change of pace.
yeah.
Like when you're doing a
shit
Kittie
dropped.
marathon, it's a great change of pace.
At that point, I stopped giving a
They hit
fuck.
the brakes.
Yeah,
Change of
it
pace.
stopped. I don't give a shit no more. That's how it sounded to me.
What about you, man? What you think about Old Funeral for yesterday? You agree with them?
Yeah.
So they are not fans, and I like it a lot more than I thought I did. So next we have...
There's people like Evanescence. I mean,
Yeah.
they might be wrong.
Hell, we were
so
jamming
wrong.
that Lacuna Coil out there earlier. I got to get the rest of the Lacuna Coil albums. Anyway, so next is the Apology album, definitely, because we called... When an artist does an album that alienates fans, a lot of times they go to something way more hardcore, and we always call that the Apology album. Hence, I always call Marilyn Manson's Holy Wood the Apology album, because so many people were alienated by the more glam vibe of Mechanical Animals.
I love that album.
You love the fuck
People
out
are
of
my
it.
fucking
God.
stupid.
That is my
Love
favorite
it.
Marilyn Manson.
Love that album.
Want those Lady Gaga cookies?
Yeah, those 3 albums.
So they come back
It's
with.
all in my face.
They come back with.
Open it and have a cookie.
They come back with In the Black, and man, do they come back with heaviness. It starts
fucking
off.
heavy.
That intro, Kingdom Come, god damn,
Right,
is
just
that badass.
fucking beat
Yeah,
you in the
this-
face.
this
Now,
album-
this album is very close to it sounds a lot like Killswitch did around the same time frame.
You know, like, there's a lot of power metal.
Holy
Right,
shit!
like, here's a-
It did sound like
sounds like
Killswitch.
Killswitch a lot.
Holy
like,
shit! It
And
did.
the talent of the, like I said, how they like, that's the talent I'm talking about. Like, because Killswitch and Gaze are fucking talented musicians.
Yeah, dude.
And when Kittie brought it, because that was probably that one I heard, and I was like, holy shit! Like, because it was like, it wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be. Like, I was like, okay, Funeral for Yesterday was like, whatever. And I'm really hoping, like, I'm always like, I'll listen to the next album and hope that it will be what I want.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting that much, like, just musicianship in it. Because I was expecting, like, at least they go back to maybe Until the End styling. You know, they had that hardcore metal, but it's still heavy, but it's not dark and doomy. And I got, like, that. And I was like, holy fuck. Like, punch you in the face metal.
It's hard. That album is hard. It is heavy. It's melodic. It's like, damn, man, why the fuck did this not band go far?
Why the fuck did this not band go far?
Alright, you heard get the next album before this goes way off the rails now.
We gotta get them cookies. Get some food. Get some food in that,
Hey,
man.
Travis, you're on the next one. You're almost there, man. You're almost done.
Oh my
You know, one more.
Why the hell did this band not go far?
Come on, Charlie.
not been
Let
that
Charlie
far.
speak. And not far go.
Not far.
Hey, Travis, come on.
I'm
Almost there.
pretty ways.
Come on.
But let me tell you, my play goes
Bro, let me
hard.
talk.
Cutthroat goes hard.
Johnny
Dynamite
Cash
Darling,
is like-
is that a Misfits cover?
Yes.
Yes.
Their version of this is actually
Metallica actually did the best cover of fucking Die My Darling.
really.
Yes.
So Dynamite Darling be a Misfits.
Barely.
You know, I'm gonna say Morgan Lander does not look right with bleach blonde hair
No.
like she does on this album. Like, what are you
That's
doing,
always
girl?
is my favorite right there, though.
Like, what are you doing,
The redhead
girl?
always stays my favorite.
Like, y'all looked better on that first album cover. Kittie uses Yamaha drums and hardware. Evans drum heads, Zildjian cymbals.
We don't
ahead
need
drum
to know.
sticks. Also,
Get to the point.
I'm trying to see. I don't see no credit for "Die Die My Darling." "Die Die My Darling."
Damn my darling.
You know, I actually
It's
had
barely-
to order
it's
this
barely a
copy.
fucking
I had to
cover.
order this copy from Canada, and I got it for $5.
You got it from Canada?
Yeah, I got it from Canada. but apparently this one goes a little expensive. I got it for $5 from Canada.
Canadian.
Canadian.
Canada.
It's 5 rubies.
But
touching me with your foot.
I mean, my foot
God.
be there, man. My foot be there.
We're almost done, folks.
Jesus.
Zest is the best.
That's why I gotta keep trying to cross my legs, because you keep
I'm the most
touching
fucked.
me with your
As
toes.
usual, I'm the most fucked up
Weird.
person, and I'm the one behaving.
I'm behaving.
Because I
All
gotta be.
these-
So one of us has to be fucking responsible.
I don't know. I have way too many bills. My
Travis,
man.
look how much rum I drank and how much weed I smoked.
I mean, how much?
Well,
how much
I mean,
drum?
you know.
Drum.
Drum. How much drum?
It was
you
up
smoke?
here.
How much drum
It
you
was
smoke?
up here when I started. Yes, that drum. That's what. That mango.
So
peach,
I
that was
felt
fucking
you is,
amazing.
like I said, a continuation from In the Black. I think that it progressed. Like that's their peak right there when it comes to talent.
In the black.
No, I failed you because I'm moving
Okay,
on.
so we're moving on. And I told you their final album, Kittie's final
I wasn't
album.
here for this
It was so
because I
good.
haven't heard it.
It's just as good as In the
Yeah.
Black. I think. I mean, I can't say that's better.
Essentially, their youthfulness is gone, anyways.
Right, I mean they're grown up now.
They're
but
grown up,
They've,
so-
they've improved.
You can hear it in their voice.
Their musicianship. I think as it might not be the best album because it's not the album we want, but I think as a musicianship, that's their top album. Like that is the
Kittie
best.
is
See,
their
she
fault.
went
Way
back to the
better
black
on
hair
this.
on this one, and she looks
Right.
a lot better.
It's because she looks like normal.
They all keep changing her hair. It's like she was a redhead.
Yeah, instead of masks, they change hairdos.
Can't make up their minds.
But yeah, like I like.
Who the fuck is that?
I think that's the guitarist that died.
She
No.
don't look like she
No,
was that
belongs.
in the black?
Trish is not on this album.
Which one was the one that died?
I think Trish is only
These
on.
two- And that one, they look like they belong.
There used to be a
in Kittie.
multiracial band.
This one
and now
just
they're
looks
not
like
anymore.
she's
That's
there.
a whole bunch of white
That's
folks.
Mercedes.
Okay, so these two and this one
Yeah.
look like they belong in Kittie. This one, who the
Mercedes
fuck are you?
was a fucking realtor in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm not sure if she still is. But she was last I heard.
That's cool.
Well, yeah, they were kids when they did this. They were teenagers.
Right, but you
so-
know,
In fact,
I tell you
it
what,
wasn't
if
a
I ran-
guitarist that died. Trish Dolan was the bassist,
Oh.
and she only plays on Funeral for Yesterday.
So like, they are like. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say now.
Kittie
not
is
the
a
original
band.
band
We
anymore.
like
Oh, yeah.
them very dearly.
So it's
Right.
all
All that
two
matters,
members.
all that matters is Mercedes and Morgan.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kidding because the other two keep getting replaced.
Now they're racist. They
Now-
used to have a black person in with them in now. They don't.
Well,
She was only there for that
Morgan-
first
Morgan's
album.
actually-
I thought
showing
she
up-
was.
It's funny. What's funny is that we're talking
She's
about
great.
Kitties because Morgan Landis has lately in the last few weeks has just showed up in like 3 different songs. I showed you one. You just showed me one earlier tonight. She was a guitarist on what?
The Green Jello.
We touched feet, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
she was-
no.
She was
Shoe 5.
right. Yeah. So she was,
Break
you know,
it.
she played guitar on that, and then like, so she's been showing up a lot lately, a lot more. She's in KO House, which is a really heavy fucking band. Damn, dude, you guys, it's all up on me. But yeah, no, she's in KO House. I don't know how to pronounce it. KO Chaos or something like that. That's a real heavy band. If you want like her screams, that's the one. That would be the one.
Is
to
that
listen
the one? No, you're talking about Pigman.
to. We Are Pigs?
We are pigs.
No, she's only on the song.
Don't drink or do drugs, kids. Get this.
You do get this.
Yeah. Yep. Looking like a fucking giant leprechaun.
Anyway, I Felt You is a great sort of final album, I guess. I don't think we're going to get anything new from Kittie.
They're
That
going on tour
sucks.
again.
We're getting
You hear?
solo albums.
Y'all didn't hear? They're going back on tour.
Well, System of a Down's on tour too.
Yeah,
they're
but I
making them
think
new.
Kittie has more potential to actually make an album.
They do. They do. The System of a Down are like this. Our generation's Guns N' Roses. As they are. God damn it.
Oh, God.
Because
I
they just won't
totally
get over
it.
their bullshit.
Totally get it. Oh, man, I totally
Oh, it's
fucking
just
get it.
Surge. We don't
Is
really.
it Surge or is it Surge and Darren?
Surge and Darren
Well,
cannot
Surge-
get
Yeah,
It's
the
like-
drum and the bass is like,
that's
I'm
like-
waiting for them.
It is
That's
Darren's
like
band.
Guns N' Roses.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, that new Surge EP is like some of the best Surge shit ever.
So
Ever.
far away from System of a Down, though.
I don't know. There's 3 tracks on that Surge album, that new Surge EP, that sound like this is classic Surge System of a Down. Fucking seriously. My jam.
I gotta know those.
So are we
songs.
doing a different video for the cookies, or are we gonna put it in this one?
We need to eat cookies.
We are fucked up.
We want to try the cookies.
And I'm still the most fucking
Thoughts
sane person.
on I Failed You?
I mean, it's a good album, but I mean, there's not much.
I want the cookies.
There's not much really to say about it. Like, there was no song that really stood out to me because it's just kind of like say, In the Black and that are kind of just together in their album style. So I like them, but again, like you said, like those first 3.
This is my punishment for being the fucking wild card as a kid. Now I'm gonna be the fucking responsible.
Where?
Just listen to me complain.
You hear that?
bunch of dumbasses act
I
dumbass.
hear the river coming from his eyes.
You must be like leaf flowing on river and kill old lady.
You must get to my level of drinking.
Mountain bear, go right.
This is like Julian
You
and
must
Bill with
float
fucking.
like leaf on river of life.
Now I know what it feels like
And
being Trailer
kill
Park
old lady.
Boys. I'm Julian and I have to deal with these
No, just
Ricky and Bubbles dumbass.
I think I Failed
Yeah.
You is a damn good metal album. I think it's a damn good
It
follow-up
is.
to In the Black. I think it's a damn good final album, if it's gonna be a final album. I think it's a damn good Kittie album. I think that, like I've said, after Kittie are an incredibly underrated band, and after the first album, they are every album is incredibly underrated. Because even though Oracle was fairly popular, it was nowhere near as popular as Spit, and like most people only remember Spit.
Shit.
And
Not
yeah, well, not you because you're you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
damn.
Because you.
But the thing is like your average guy that is your fucking, oh man, Slipknot's the heaviest shit I ever heard in my life. I'm gonna go listen to some Five
So
Finger
now
Death
he's just
Punch.
gonna dog on you. This.
Those guys only remember Spit or Brackish.
Right.
You know, like
You're
There's guys
posers.
Oh, so he's. Oh, I get a nice compliment. I mean, that's.
I
thought you were gonna drop it like fuck you, you dumb fuck.
It's a backhanded compliment, I guess.
Right there you go.
Fuck
I'll take it.
Mushroom head.
No,
kitty.
you're you because you're like us. We know this shit.
Yeah.
We know that they're underrated. We like.
We know
more,
they're a dude.
but there are more people out there than us.
Yeah, I know.
There are more people. There are more average people out there than us.
We're not average.
That's what I'm saying.
We are not average.
We are not
Well, we
average.
know about it.
But there are more normal old people who are like, oh yeah, I remember Kittie, I remember Spit, but it's like, oh, did you know they had 6 albums? Oh no, I didn't. They probably
I knew
sucked.
that one.
I didn't hear it on Rock 103, so it must suck. So, I mean, like, a very underrated band, very underrated discography, because every album to me is good. They don't have a single bad album. To me, those first 3 are the best, and then there's a nice change of pace, and then there's a nice return to form, basically. That's how it rolls for me. How about you guys?
I enjoyed all their albums like when I heard them. Now as older in itself, I don't care for Funeral for Yesterday because it's just it bored me. I liked it when it came out though. I do remember liking it. I listened to it a few times when it came out, but it's basic. So, but yeah, I mean the last 2 I think the last 2 are kind of forgettable though, because they're so
easy to trigger
alike.
these two.
He's
Keep talking, David! Don't pay attention to me!
I can just get Travis laughing at Zach Falls.
but yeah, I mean, I enjoyed all their albums, but like that, if we had to rank them though, the last 3 would be, the bottoms. What the fuck? So Josh, what do you say?
What'd you say, man?
Woo!
Oh, what'd you say, Josh? That he says,
Do it, Jack. Go on, do it.
I am dying.
What the fuck you guys doing?
I don't know.
Make Travis laugh. It's
Hey,
funny.
Kitty.
Excuse you. He said it. What do you say?
What say
Zach?
you?
It's your turn.
Kitty did a do, and it be did.
And that's how it is.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Bad move.
No. Oh my god. Okay, I like Kitty.
5 minutes
They
later.
did do, and they be did.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Like
I didn't
and
listen to
subscribe.
everything because time concerns,
He's hungry. He wants cooking.
constraints.
It's cookie
all that
time.
stuff. But I liked what I heard.
so all right, you
eat their
guys,
cookies.
what do you think about the cookie?
I got cookie hat.
Oh my god, my eyeballs are popping out. That's what it feels like.
It's popping out.
No, I felt like my eyeballs were popping out because I just laughed so hard. Like, oh my
What do you guys think about Kitty's albums? Do
It
you
was
like them?
good.
Do you hate them?
Thank you.
Do you think we're all a bunch of dumb shits? Like and subscribe, motherfuckers. Do it now. Hit that like button. You know you like watching dumbass motherfuckers talk about music. Do it.
Just tell us to just fucking have an episode where you just sit here and drink
Whatever.
and smoke.
Comment,
and-
Say,
like,
I actually sat
subscribe.
through this shit right here
Yeah.
to get to that 7 minutes of just death laughing
See,
right
that's what
there.
we need to just record ourselves getting fucking wasted. That's
Go to
that's what we're
Patreon.
doing.
Random moment
Support
like that.
the Patreon.
But we can speed
Yes.
that up
Fucking
a lot more.
pay a little bit of money, get an
Link in
album
the s-
reviewed.
des-
That's how
link
it
in the
works.
description below.
We'll get shit faced
Yeah.
and review any
Like
album.
here,
That's how
subscribe
it works. Do it.
Do your things.
And look at the better lighting.
And we'll still get shit fixed.
Yeah,
we're doing
upgrades. So next we're gonna talk about the Lady Gaga cookies, and we'll be back in
Sober
just a
him up a
second.
little. Soak it in. Get some bread. Get some bread in you, man.
Oh shit.